unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position. And the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Dances away to buy time. Look out, he's got room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
QB's running around. It's normal nowadays. You see such good athletes at the quarterback position. But I'll tell you what, he better start sliding too. Get some first downs, that's fine. Get some yardage, that's fine. Make sure you slide on the ground so you don't take too many licks like that.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Ginn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the lone running back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary. There's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
On the last play. On the option. He'll do it himself. Oh, he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Bama! And they turn it into a defensive score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Funk. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
The give to the back. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
forget the punt. He's going to throw it. Uncorks one. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Here comes that Alabama offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
when you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do clear the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed, takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. The offense changing the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
DB's right up on the receivers. Quick toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Edwards. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Give to the tailback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Down in 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Fine play action. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes him talk to the hand. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patterson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to. And
unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They want to run this quarterback. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kentucky will be forced to punt. I want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Takes the easy completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown time. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. The play-action fake. Finds his man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent.
Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And the defense was not ready for that at all. You see a guy go in motion, you got to have a thought process now as a safety to start coming down, getting ready to make a play on that jet sweep. I would not be surprised if the offense, after getting that first down, says, okay, we're going to come back to this, and maybe several more times in this football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. A run for the quarterback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play this drive comes from the 27. On the option. Now the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. To the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? The option look. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. The give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative. But whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late. Game, man, I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls it in. It's Green. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Russell. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Black 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse choice.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Red 54 flex combo. Red 54 flex combo. Ho, ho, ho.
Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Base 27.
To the air, it's Toure. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? Just steamrolling the defense. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.